Shit, my bad. All right, everybody. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the Hat and Beard Show. It's Monday. Fucked her. Oh, we fucked her, bud. We fucked her right out the jump. October 20th, 2025. We're getting ready for Monday Night Football. Lions with a, this is our boy Ryan Allen. Shout out Ryan Allen and Mad Hatter Nation. Lions are going to be playing with a big chip on their shoulder. Big game against Tampa tonight. Guys, you know me. I'm a big Baker Mayfield fan, but I got to set that aside. And I'm hoping, I'm hoping that Hutch gets to get back there and play a little patty cake with Baker, have his way. So tonight, we're going to make it quick and short because, boys and girls, I didn't, we've been busy. If you've been following the commentary, the community posts, you'd understand. You'll know kind of what's going on. And it's now getting to the point where I can't actually talk about it too much. So I totally forgot that today was a 7 o'clock doubleheader Monday Night Football game. Originally planned on doing a little bit longer of a show for you guys today, but we are going to be quick and we are going to be efficient. We're going to get in there with our new speed gear and we're going to get after it. It's going to be a quick show because I got to make tacos. So tonight we're going to quickly run down, looking at a brief Detroit Lions updated depth chart week 7. First, the Bucs. This is from our guy Eric Schlitt over at prideofdetroit.com. This last updated at 10:30 this morning. So we will just run through it, just kind of see everything. If you guys have any information, you know what to do. You got to let me know down in the old chat box down below. Guys, obviously, we did have a little bit of movement there on the defensive side of the ball. Some guys up, activated. Some guys... Some guys are back. And what a time. What a time for Aleem the Dream, the Dancing Bear, to make a return on Monday Night Football. It's going to be good for us. And then, of course, what we're all here for. Well, make sure you do it responsibly. We're going to be making some bets over at DraftKings. So let me know some solid rock picks. Some parlays you're thinking. Am I nuts for thinking that David Montgomery is going to be unleashed tonight? It's just the vibe I've got. We do have a poll up in the chat. 1 like equals 1 Lions W. Smart. Man, I love Mad Hatter Nation. You guys are so smart. This is why I like you guys. We can connect on a intellectual level. 100% of the votes say, give me all the W's. Because 0% of you say, no, I smell bad. How you guys doing, Mad Hatter Nation? Ryan Allen's here. Detroit Sports Talk is here as well as Mr. Detroit City, guys. If you ever want to tune in early, we, if I'm not, like, doing last-minute prep stuff, I try to engage with the guys in the chat. So if you ever want to tune in early, we can have a little hangout, little chickadee chat. Jody Carruthers. I think I fucked that one up. Sorry. Good to see you, sister. My mom's here. That's awesome. Rick C., brother, it's good to see you back here every day, dude. I told you you'd like it here, Rixie. I told you. Carrie, my guy, how you doing, dude? Good to see you guys. Now that that's out of the way, I love Baker any week this week except this one. And when we meet again in January. Yeah, I'm actually not a big fan of wanting to meet the Tampa, Bay, Buccaneers in the playoffs. This game could be a preview. Tampa, though, it's still a lot left in the season, 2/3 of the year left, and Tampa is a pretty gritty team. I think they do a lot of similar things that the Detroit Lions do as far as their approach to the mental aspect of the game. So, guys, if you wouldn't mind already, do all the things, poke all of my buttons, and ring all of my bells. Walk on over to that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Ring the notification bell so you can be notified every time we go live Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. here at youtube.com, as well as pregame shows. Obviously, we took today off, but that's for personal reasons because I've been a busy little union steward and unit chair. As well as you guys, if you could share this around with all your friends, it'd be absolutely awesome. Double tap that like button, hit it with the old 2-piece and a biscuit. And then now that that's done, guys, let's go ahead and get into the show.
If you can say the word good, guess what? It means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. And if you're still breathing, well, then hell, you still got some fight left in you. So get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, re-engage, and go out on the attack.
Shout out Mr. Detroit City, watching from the gym, getting a pregame pump. Brother, I myself was able to squeeze in a second workout today. Right before the show, I was able to crank out a nice kettlebell mace bell workout. It was a good little pump before the show. You know, just some days if you can utilize and have a little bit of extra time, why not? Why not steal a couple extra reps here or there? Carrie, Simtech, before we get into it, I did want to point that out. Dude, you have a good one. We'll have some defense tonight. I bet you notice a difference. I actually think this game is shaping up for that to be the case. Okay, I have heard from Hat and Boobs. I heard from the guy at the dispensary. I heard from the bank teller. And I heard from the car next to me at the bank that this is going to be a close game. Now, I understand Tampa does tend to keep games a little bit closer than, say, the Detroit Lions like to have their opponents play at. This is not a time for us to play down to our opponent, right? I'm feeling like 34-21. If I'm being honest, it's Monday night, guys. It's in the Motor City. All the bullshit last week. Woo-wee! Yeah. Now, I'm not taking anything away from the Tampa, Bay, Buccaneers, but I just got a feeling that tonight is not going to be a very good night for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Sire, I don't think that they're going to enjoy their mission tonight. But that's what I'm hoping for. And I think that what you're going to see is, like you say, there will be more defense. I think you will see once our defense starts playing relatively well, because of the narrative around our defense having our entire starting secondary completely out, right? I think that the narrative around how well all of the other guys, even though we know what Rocky Sean's capable of, we know what Amik is to the team. Holy heck, guys, I didn't even think about it. Let's check the record. Oh, yes, there is video evidence of one guy who said early on this year in the preseason that the X factor for our defense would be one, Amik Robertson. And he is still proving to be the incredible X factor and one of the most viable assets that we have, period, point blank. So once you see our defense play well, the secondary make a couple of nice plays. Oh, boy howdy, Lord help you, Baker, if you throw an interception to one of our, no offense, no-name safeties. Lauren Strickland gets an interception. Lauren Strickland gets a pick six. The narrative will crumble, and it will look very good for Detroit. So you'll see probably a little bit of an overinflation because of the talking points that are there. But I do think there will be a dialed-up defense approach. The Lions are going to be coming out trying to make a statement. As well as Aleem being back is a massive uptick in the availability of the rotationary pieces along our defensive front, as well as the chess match that Calvin Shepard can play against a banged-up Tampa, Bay, Buccaneers offensive line. Rents due every day, baby. Got to stay in shape. Health is wealth. Hell yeah. Brent DeWitt, fashionably late as usual. No worries. Got to get that swole toll. Ben Nels, do you think it's going to be a run-heavy game or a pass-heavy for each team? Well, Ben, to answer that question, it's not an easy question to answer, brother. What do I think? I honestly think that David Montgomery has a big game tonight. I think we really roll Monty, physical, tone setting. Jahmyr Gibbs gets utilized more out of the backfield as a receiving threat. We really kind of wear everybody down. I do think that Amon-Ra might have his hands full with Jameel Dean, okay? The Tampa secondary isn't necessarily the worst we've ever played. Their linebacking core is a little bit banged up and a little bit older and slower, especially against a dynamic running back with speed like a Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm expecting him to be utilized more out of the backfield. I do think that John Morton has a love affair with Jahmyr Gibbs, but as far as listening to kind of the vibes around everybody, it seems that everyone's kind of starting to go, where is David Montgomery? So to reestablish dominance along the offensive line, break the will of the Tampa, Bay, Buccaneers on Monday Night Football, set the tone early just like we did against the Baltimore Ravens. Ground and pound it, baby. Ground and pound it. Now, in the upside to this, and this is where I'm going to become a Tim Poolian milquetoast fence sitter, there is the alternative option where this becomes a boat race to the end, 34-31, and Jared Goff goes north of 350 and 5 touchdowns. That is a totally attainable option. I do, regardless, personally think that even if it's a run-heavy game, I think Jameson Williams has a more electrifying night than weeks past. A couple of nice deep shots. If Taylor Decker's available, I definitely expect the pass game to be a little bit more play-action heavy, but that, of course, can't happen without the establishment of the run game. That is my thoughts on that. Ben Nels? Not... Is it Nels? It's not Niles, right? I'm sorry, dude. If I'm mispronouncing that guy, I have a 6th grade reading level, brother. St. Brown was about to cry last week after dropping the ball. I expect him to score. I'm hoping so, Mr. Detroit City, and we're going to go ahead and put that on there. You know what I'm saying? It's a Gibby game, huh? Detroit Sports Talk says Gibby game, Gibby game. Amik the Freak, all right, Amik getting some love in the chat. Jody says, I think it'd be cool if the team all wore the green heart mouth Oh, Jody, that would be fucking sick. That would be really, really cool, Jody. I hope that is the route they go. It's pronounced Nellis. Gotcha. Like Nellis. Gotcha. Right on, dude. I'm glad we could clarify that. If ever I have a problem pronouncing things, you guys have to type it out for me phonetically. I learned how to spell phonetically, so I have to sound things out. That's why I'm such a shitbox reader. Think of betting on Monty and J-Mo to ball out. That's kind of where I'm at, Brent. I'm kind of feeling like a Monty J-Mo might be a little bit nicer of a play. Again, if you guys are playing like DFS, probably that could be a nice little leverage point because obviously Amon-Ra is the big name. Gibbs, we all know that John Morton has a kind of a love affair with Jahmyr Gibbs. So I kind of would think if you're going to play the DFS lineup, maybe use that as some leverage off of ownership. But personally, I just really think that we could see a nice productive David Montgomery game. And the last 2 games, the Cincinnati game, the narrative was there for him to have the passing touchdown and the rushing touchdown. But in the Kansas City game, even though it got called back on on what I still say is absolute malarkey, tampering, and collusion by the league to continue to keep down the Detroit Lions, which the meme Detroit versus everybody still remains. Detroit versus everybody again. David Montgomery is very heavily involved in the goal line, in and around the goal line, I should say. So I think his odds of getting a touchdown just simply from goal line usage. Now, you can't really get the passing touchdown per se, but just his usage alone would want me to kind of feel a little bit more confident, I guess, in that bet right there. What I used to tell all the ladies is, I don't care what you call me as long as you call me. Hey, nice barbecue. Oh, dude, you're having barbecue wings, chips, and queso. Detroit Sports Talk. Hat and Boobs is down there. Babe, if you're listening, can you please pull the meat out of the fridge? Because we need the meat to warm up to room temperature before we go ahead and throw the meat on the skillet. You know what I'm saying? Don't underestimate Sammy L's getting back to his normal ways. It's true. Barbecue wings, chips, and queso. Dude, I love it, bro. I absolutely love it. Duncan Stewart, good to see you, brother. Monty is back up third QB. Might as well be, the way he's been able to throw the rock around. So, guys, quickly, quarterback, obviously going to be Goff, Gibbs, and Monty holding it down. You guys know the names. The only thing we really got to look at is, does anybody know the availability? The final availability, is Decker a go? If Decker's a go, I feel very confident, but third verse, same as the first. Everybody else still locked in, ready to go. Now, along the defensive front, you know the names. Personally, I am getting sick and tired of watching Pat O'Connor's big, fat, worthless ass out there shuffling around, sucking wind on the AstroTurf. What we need is more of this, more of the Tyler Lacey experiment. I need to know what I have in Tyler Lacey because personally here, I think he is a productive player that can be a major asset for the Detroit Lions as a rotationary piece moving into the future. He's young, and he plays that bookend defensive end that they like so much for old Aiden Hutchinson to collapse the pocket and around. Hoping Al Kadeen has a nice little not overly. I don't need him to have 4 sacks, but a nice productive night, complimentary piece. What we're looking here though is, Ooh, just in the nick of time. Aleem the Dream rolling back because old DJ Reader's got a questionable back. That's not what you like to see. But Aleem coming back. How much rust and or how much of an impact will Aleem the Dream McNeil make? Is he on a pitch count? What can we expect? But we do know and can expect old Tyleek Williams. Woo! First round pick Tyleek Williams playing absolutely above his draft position, in my opinion. Playing absolutely above his draft position. Playing like a top 10 pick. Huge win for Brad Holmes. You guys know how I love him, and then everybody else still stays the same. Linebackers, not much change, though, but it looks like Zach Cunningham, not listed with an injury designation, should be good to go. And then, our guy Grant Stewart is always going to be rocking and rolling. The cornerbacks, Meek Robertson, Rock Yassin, and Arthur Mallett. Nick Whiteside and old Trey Flowers, right? Because we know that Terry and Arnold and Devontae Maddox are out, along with DJ Reader and Khalil Dorsey. And then our safeties, looks like we're gonna be rolling with Thomas Harper and Eric Hallett and or Lawrence Strickland. You guys know if you watched us from the preseason, I'm a big fan of Eric Hallett. I think he does bring a nice little flexibility that Swiss Army knife style, multiple tool in your toolbox type defensive back. And then Jamie Robinson signed to the active roster this week. We'll see if or what production he can bring to the table. And then you guys know all the special teams guys are exactly who they've been the whole season. And Jack Fox. Jack Fox, what a great punter we got. And, you guys know me, the biggest fan of Big Leg Jake Bates. Been watching our guy since he played in the UFL for the Michigan Panthers, and, they grow up so fast. We're going to go ahead and bypass the Aleem McNeil story. Not story, but we activated Aleem McNeil, signed Arthur Mallett to the 53-man roster, temporarily elevated Trey Flowers and Lawrence Strickland, and released linebacker Ty Summers. Trey Flowers and Lawrence Strickland temporarily elevated, while Arthur Mallett, I think because he's consecutive weeks on the roster, is now on the 53-man roster. Arthur Mollett. Hopefully that can do something. Breaking news, Druskis makeup team hooked up Brian Branch with a white face, and he'll be wearing Strickland's jersey. Bro. That's awesome. Nice. It's like having a wingman at the bar. Hell yeah, guys. Man, Jody, I really like that idea of them all wearing the green mouthpieces. I think that would be so cool. Not even if they just wore mouth, but if they all just wore the power plug. Because I think what that mouthpiece is that's Brian Branch. That's the league limiting his power levels. Because if he goes Super Saiyan, when that plug comes out and he goes Super Saiyan, it's shit. It's going to be bad news bears for the league, dude. Got to keep that power plug in place. All right, guys, let's go ahead and build us a quick couple of parlays. Not a whole lot that we're going to be looking at here, but see what we got for the Detroit Lions. Right off the rip, let's, you guys know me, we're going to just put some money right on the old Lions. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? I think that would that'd be so, just because, like, we know Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions kind of like to troll a wee little bit, So, right off the rip here, guys, let's go ahead and plop ourselves. Oh, wow, look at the over-under. Woo! The total, guys. What did I say the total was going to be? I said 21-34. Woo! Me and Vegas got this on lock. So we're just going to go ahead and drop some bankroll management, a solid. That's right. I got it built on on the same game parlay. Hang on. Whoopsie poopsie. Just going to go ahead and throw a couple bucks on the Lions. Bankroll management says $20 on the Lions. Wow, I make a whole 27-19. But you know what? A W is a W, and it's all for the ego, baby. So let's go ahead and get ourselves into a parlay now, and we're going to take the Lions. We're going to take the over 54.5 points. And then, why do I feel like David Montgomery 2 touchdowns is a solid lock, dude? Am I crazy? I got to see the making of the Lions Cheerleaders 2025 tryouts on their channel. Important morale, crowd fun, and smart ladies 5 points. Hell yeah, Duncan. That's dope, dude. You should have seen the making of the Viking. Mr. Detroit City. We don't want to talk about the Minnesota Queens. Can't wait to see the Wall of Pain, Hutch, Reader, Williams, and Aleem, dude. It's going to be brutal. What do you guys think about this? I like this simple 3-leg parlay. You're interested in this? I think it's pretty solid, dude. I can put a little 15% boost. Why do I feel like David? Why am I so high on Monty? I have that feeling every week. Monty 2 touchdowns. Is that it, Mr. Detroit City? Is it you just rubbing off on me, bro? Is that what it is, dude? What about that? I like this 3-legger. Lions win over 54.5 points, and David Montgomery with 2 touchdowns. I think that's a nice little 3-legger, dude. Am I crazy for thinking Monty 2 touchdowns? I'm crazy, right? Like I'm nuts. I just feel he's underused weekly. I do too, man. And I think this is the perfect spot to have a nice little breakout for him. You know what I'm saying? 28-31. All right, hell yeah, I like that. It still gives me that still hits me on the over. I like it, dude. I like it. Yeah, that 6-point spread is kind of tight, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this 3-legger, dude. I'm gonna go ahead and do this 3-legger. Monty with 2 might be stretching it though. Why do you think that? Art Vanderlei, what's up, dude? Put a fake mustache on BB and call him 23 Ryan Ranch. That's funny, Art. Why is that so funny, dude? Call him Ryan Ranch. Go touchdowns, Monty, Saint, and Otten. You like Gibbs over. Well, what do you think though? Is the 2 touchdowns on Monty stretching it a bit? All right. Hang on. Let's see if we can do this. See if we can do this. Oh, shit. Bro. Yeah, Al-Qadin is plus 250 for a sack. 281. Hang on. Is there a simple breakdown? Sack over under. Oh, dude. Bro, why does it never let me do? All right, you know what? I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do this. We're just going to do this 2-leg parlay. It's not stretching it, but I can't trust the Lions organization. Use money regardless of coordinator. Thinking of Tesla and Monty, both 1 touchdown? Really? Tesla, huh? Yeah, that's true. I see what you're saying. All right. Then this is what we're going to do. Let's just throw a touchdown on here. Now, I did see an article that talked about Brock Wright, which I feel like since I read that article, Brock Wright's going to score a touchdown now. We'll build a touchdown parlay here next. Let's just do this. Let's just do it like this. Bingo, bango, bongo. We're in the Congo. Boom. I love it. Lions win over 54.5 points, and Gibbs anytime touchdown score. Simple little 3-legger. Bingo, bango, bongo. He's been electric. Ha! Nice, Duncan. Nice. Nicely done. But All right, guys. Fuck it. We're doing it. Bam. All right. This is the other thing I was thinking of doing. I was thinking of doing some standalone. Like, I wanted to know if I could parlay, if I could do this and this. Oh, I cannot. Lame. But I do like this. Are you serious? Like, Al-Qadin over 0.25 sacks? What's up, Mom? Yeah. Oh, hey, Brandy. What's up, sister? Good to see you. Hell yeah. What's up? Proc wrong. Yeah, exactly. Let's see him execute blocks, dude. What's up, Brandy? Good to see you, sister. Good to see you. Actually, I just like doing the standalone Al-Qadin sacks. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. Why do I have to build parlays when I can do all these just like standalone wagers? You know what I'm saying? How many sacks does Hutch get today, boys? Deck's a go? Yes, dude. Decker's a go. Boom. All right, hang on. If Decker's a go, this is what we're going to do. Decker's a go, you say? Bam, bam, bam. Bam. Bingo, bongo, bingo, bango, bongo. We're in the Congo. That was our golf game in the 80s. Yeah, dude, bingo, bango, bongo is a golf game. Yeah, dude, I remember playing that on Tiger Woods, bro. Jack Campbell gets a sack? I don't know. I mean, he might, but I'm not going to put money on it, at least not right now. Let me just go ahead and put this touchdown parlay boost. Gibbs, Monty, and J-Mo to score. Bam. Bam, bam. We're eating ham. Actually, we're not eating ham. You guys want to know how I've lost nearly 30 pounds this year outside of not extreme, but strict diet and exercise? I don't eat pork. You don't eat pork. Don't eat pork. Pork's not good for you. It makes you fat. Makes you fat. Makes you fat. All right, now let's get into this parlay. Lions win. Over 54. Gibbs to score. Monty to score. Rushing props. This is what we call a stanky leg parlay, boys. Here we go. Flying high into the wild blue yonder. Now this is what why can't do any of you guys use DraftKings and or have tried to why can't we add defensive sacks or props? Oh, I can. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, yeah. Give it to me. Give it to me. Sire. Yes. Yes, sir. Should we add more, or is that enough? 70% animal fat. I think that Jack. Kevin Jack with a big INT to win the ends. Oh, okay. I like that. I like that. I think Jack more of an INT helping in coverage with our DBs. I think Jack actually has a nice little INT. I think he does actually have a nice little INT tonight because he's been pretty close and his coverage is really nice. Use the Schwartz. Use the Schwartz. You guys know the key to a successful franchise? Merchandising, merchandising, merchandising. We've got Spaceballs the lunchbox, Spaceballs the action figure, Spaceballs the board game. Merchandising, merchandising, merchandising. Can we come over here and look at some receiving props? Because if we're going to do it, we're going to do it, right? Right. I like it a lot. Oh, yeah. All right, this is called our stanky leg parlay, guys. And it's how we're going to make $700 tonight. This is stanky. Ooh, this is stanky. Super stanky. Yes, this is how we're going to make $1,200 tonight, guys. 9-leg parlay. Detroit wins. The game goes over 54.5 points. Gibbs to score. Monty to score. Gibbs over 90 all-purpose yards. Hutch with a sack. Al-Qadim Muhammad with a sack. Jameson Williams over 50, 1.5 receiving yards. And Jameson Williams to score. Actually, I got one. Let's make it a 10-leg parlay. Let's just, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it, right? If we're going to do it, we're going to do it. This is the last one we're going to build, fellers. Where is it? Where are you, Baker? Where are your interceptions? Show them to me. There you are. All right. Yes. Yes, I Duncan Stewart. Shout out Duncan Stewart, brother. He says Detroit first drive 3 and out for $20 US. Here's the thing, dude. He ain't drinking, dude. He's drinking facts, bro. And the reason that I agree with you is because here at Grandma Studio One, when we're watching the game and the first drive always goes like 3 and out and we don't score, I'm just like devastated. And Hat and Boobs is always like, this is how it always goes. Why are you like this? And so, to be honest with you, he's not that far off base. You know what I'm saying? I am going to the outer limits, dude. I've gone plaid. Only one person would dare give me the raspberry. Lone Star. Bro, that's one of my favoriteest movies ever, dude. I love Mel Brooks movies, man. I fucking love Mel Brooks movies. All right, guys, we got like 10 more minutes. We got 10 more minutes, and we'll make do we want to do a Jared Goff $5 Jared Goff goes bananas? But you know what? I don't feel like playing any more parlays. First drive touchdown, he says. Just because you guys, I'm firing up Hard Rock right now while I hit the Hey. All right. Oh, okay. All right. Mr. Detroit City, I didn't realize it was you saying that. I was like, please, no, don't start gambling because of me, dude. Don't start doing that. First drive touchdown. Yo, is the Hard Rock app nice, dude? Because if the Hard Rock app is nice, I might just bail on DraftKings. Also, I don't know if Chase is in the chat. I haven't seen him much. You guys, I was thinking of starting like a Mad Hatter Discord that we could hang out in so that we could just like communicate better. You know what I'm saying? And you could send me links so that we could get bonuses on your Hard Rock app. Not like that. I've been watching that for 40. Duncan goes, oh, young gun. Oh, you sweet summer child. It's not just now. It's been this way for decades. Nice. Excuse me. Mr. Detroit City. You're going to have to reset. If you guys in the chat want to hit up his link right now, hit that up. You're going to have to send me that later on. But we're going to consider possibly doing a Discord so we can all kind of talk more and more. First touchdown, St. Brown. All right. I've never tried this, dude. I've never tried these. I've never done this the first thing. Damn, plus 600. Why can't I which we have a ton around state, but Hard Rock app is easy. And they're clutch when you do it live. Out too. Yeah, dude, those live scores are pretty crazy, huh? Okay, they're 35 points and no picks. Well, I hope so, Duncan. I mean, here's the thing, bro. I play so much fucking Madden, dude, that I live in this like weird statistical fantasy land, bro. Never won a first TD. Yet, you say. Brent DeWitt. All right. Hang on. Hang on. Let's just go down here. Can I legit just do a first drive? First drive. First Detroit Lions drive result. Touchdown plus 132. Hang on. Let's parlay this and make it super specific. Excuse me. Let's make this super specific. Let's do this. Do you guys... Okay, first touchdown score. Who scores on Detroit's opening drive in the first quarter? Or on the who scores Detroit's opening drive touchdown? Give me the name. Is it going to be St. Breezy? Is it going to be Monty? Is it going to be Gibbs? Because I'm building this goofy-ass parlay, dude. I'm building this goofy-ass parlay. Oh, I can't parlay him. Never mind. Lame sauce. I like this, though. I like this. St. Brown, spread just changed to -6. Oh, it dropped half a point, huh? You guys like St. Brown on the first score? All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do opening drive, Lions first drive result, touchdown. Vegas seems to think that's not too far-fetched. Lock it in. Boom. And then we're going to go popular. Get out of same game parlay. We're going to go over here. Touchdown scores. First touchdown score, Amon-Ra St. Brown, plus 600. Put $10 on it. Pays out 70. Lock it in. Boom. What? I said what in the butt. I said what in the butt. All right. This is what we got open for the night, fellas. We're going to run down this. Sorry, Carrie. I had to go St. Brown. I was feeling it. Brandy was feeling it. Here's the thing. Brandy seems to know shit. I think Brandy somehow has access to the NFL scripts. Because she has called accurate touchdown scores in nearly every single pregame live show. So I have to go with the evidence before me, and that is that, Brandy, I think you somehow have access to the script by the NFL. That's just my speculation, and until proven otherwise, until you can prove me otherwise. All right, guys, so our first bet of the night is that the Lions to win 100%, $20 will turn us into $27.19. We have then a 3-leg parlay, $10 wager to pay $33 when it hits the Lions to win, the game to go over 54.5 points, and Jahmyr Gibbs to score any time of the day. We then got a little froggy with things, and we said, you know what? How about Al-Qadim Muhammad plus 213 for over a quarter of a sack? I'm very high on Al-Qadim Muhammad. $5 will pay us 15 on that. You guys know us here. Oh, yeah, that's right. I added a super mega parlay with it. We had a 3-legger over here for just touchdowns. Gibbs, Monty, and Jameson Williams to score at any time. 5 will make 54 because we piled on a boost. Gives us a plus 998. We then had a 10-leg. We built ourselves a stanky leg. Oh, that stinks. A stanky leg parlay. Woo! Made myself a little pita bread. We get these little pita breads, these little dickers, at Meijer. I like to put a slice of cheese on there, some pepperoni. Hat and Boobs makes this delicious hot honey sauce. Squirt that on top of it and slap another piece of fucking pita bread on top of that. Makes a banger of a little sandwich, fellas. Our stanky leg parlay with a boost, gives us an odds of plus 26,450. We'll turn $10 into $2,655. Lions to win. The game to go over 54.5 points. Gibbs to score. Monty to score. Gibbs to have over 90 per all-purpose offensive yards. Hutch with a sack. Al-Qadim Muhammad with a sack. Jamison Williams to eclipse 51.5 receiving yards. Jamison Williams to score a touchdown. And Baker to throw 1 interception or more on the night. We then did the Lions. We're going to dabble our toes in first drive results. First Detroit Lions drive result. An odds of plus 132. Put a $10 wager on that it would turn out to be a touchdown. That'll turn out to be $23 here in about a little over an hour. Or a little under an hour. Sorry, my bad. And then, of course, we said, who is going to be the first touchdown score for the Detroit Lions? Well, why not put our money on Amon-Ra St. Brown, because Brandy Coffee has access to the NFL script. That is a plus $600 return. $10 will take us to a $70 cash out, which will be a nice little wager for us to do what we champion all the time here, bank, roll, management. Boys and girls, I appreciate each and every one of you hanging out. Excuse me. I appreciate each and everybody hanging out with me tonight before the Lions take it to the Tampa, Bay, Buccaneers. Hopefully tomorrow morning is Victory Tuesday. I look forward to having a splendid Tuesday morning show with you guys where we get to bask in the glory of a Monday night triumph. I'm very excited to see the defense come out and just really unleash that front four, those young guns that we got up front, help make up for the air quote shortcomings in the secondary, but I think those guys are going to play pretty well. At least what we've seen out of guys like Eric Hallett in the preseason. Rocky Sin has been solid. Amik the Freak, who we here at the Hat and Beard Show have declared to be the X factor of the defense. Well, he's going to really need to step up tonight, but I think he will do all that and more. Detroit Lions final 34-21. That's my estimation here at the Hat and Beard Show. Have yourself a good night, guys. Stay out of trouble. Enjoy your barbecue. Enjoy your soft drinks, your hard drinks. We're going to have some tacos here. Don't party too hard. We'll catch you guys right back here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here at youtube.com. It's been the Hat and Beard Show pregame show for the Monday night edition of the Detroit Lions versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I've been Hat and Beard. You've been an attentive audience. Until then, bonga bonga. Frig off.